Hello, good evening, and welcome. I think I got sound. Yes, I have sound everywhere. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh, and I got you too. All right, cool. I have to do that just to make sure I've got you on. Good evening and welcome to the Tabletop Roleplay Theater. My name is Curtis, and I am the Game Master for tonight's presentation. The characters you're going to see tonight on our stage are in for it. At some point,
Don't say that.
It's
Okay.
coming. But they all have dark secrets, and they all have become very aware of what's behind and even beyond the veil. And they are currently at Harvey's house, but they have managed to escape a fate that they are unknown. Their pain and suffering has manifested into disadvantages that hinder and advantages that may help them, but could also bear forth nightmares to reality, to bring chaos into their lives. The more they discover and suffer, the more abilities they unlock. There's my little canned opening. I'm gonna have to change that up. It's driving me nuts. But I didn't have anything else because I'm late on everything today. But I'm happy that I'm here. It's Friday. It's cult time. So let's meet our talented players now that I've scared them, made them anxious about tonight's episode. And let's see, who do I have first on our order tonight? Chris is the man.
Okay, I wasn't sure where we were going there. My name is Chris. Chris Stone Sci-Fi will be playing Dr. Ernest Kennedy, the scientist, this evening.
I'm Duke. I play Sasha, the Broken.
I'm Jaylee. I play Harvey Winston, the Cursed.
And I am Erica, and I play Joel, the Avenger.
All right. Thank you, players. And tonight we're missing Blythe. She decided to live life tonight. Apparently, KULT is just too scary for her this evening, but she'll be back next Friday. For sure. I know she wanted to be here, but she had other things going on today. Didn't know she could make it back in time.
She's probably still drinking Coors Light, though.
Oh yeah, she probably.
Probably so. She may pop in about an hour before we're over. Who knows? Oh, but thank you, players, and thank you, Helmgast, for your fantastic new edition of KULT Divinity Lost. Our series is called Manhattan. This is episode 9, The Hard Truth. All right, welcome back to KULT Divinity Lost Manhattan. Now, I don't have a big dramatic intro for tonight because last week was pretty dramatic enough, as our players had found themselves in a room with a mysterious bloody block, I'll just say for paraphrase purposes. This terrible situation that they discovered was a room with 6 doors, all marked by the symbols of some powers. And Harvey, I believe, found himself in front of the Archons themselves, and maybe even their shadows, and received an item, an artifact of some sort. And then he was tasked to take it to the top of Trump Tower and open it to stop Malkuth, who is said to bring about the complete breaking of the veil and expose all of humanity to the reality and the truth of their situation. I think that's correct. Did I miss anything in that?
Sounds about right to me.
That sounds accurate.
Yeah, we didn't see any peepholes, so I think you're good.
They're
No
enchiladas.
peepholes down in the Archons.
I meant to ask, Harvey, is there a peephole on your apartment door?
Oh, yes.
Obviously.
Definitely.
Obviously. Okay.
He's a classy man.
Well,
Only
and it's
animals don't have
a
peepholes.
security measure at that point. So
Yeah, he's probably got like top-notch security device. or
don't want to
anything.
go the way of Carlos.
Like one of those beepy keypads.
Yeah.
1990s keypad.
Yeah. If that was in the 90s, I don't know. We talked about earlier. I'm young. They had beepy keypads in '89, Duke. For
I don't know. I don't remember.
Someone fact check me and talk to me on Discord about it.
Yeah, just add her and
And be like, actually.
Yeah. And-
Actually,
You guys got to battle some baby butchers, as Joel likes to call them. A couple of not the big size, but some underdeveloped, not completely transformed humanoid creatures that looked like people, but you managed to battle them off. And then using Sasha's Wayfinder, you landed yourselves at Harvey Winston's nice loft apartment. And there, it was late in the night, got showers, everybody cleaned up, they started cooking some enchiladas. Sasha went to bed. I believe Blythe and Harvey had a little bit of a discussion. Joel and Dr. Kennedy were still up, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And for the sake that she's not here, at some point during that particular process, Blythe goes upstairs and passes out because she's wiped from the use of her divine energy. And so I'll let you. We didn't really get to. We did some stuff in that night, but the three of you, I will, if you're still up and there was still a conversation to be had before you hit the sack, I'll give you the opportunity to do that now.
so Miss Watson, what do you know about your parents' work?
Not a whole lot. I mean, I've been hunting and digging and searching, and all I know is that it wasn't good and people died. That's why I thought maybe you could tell me a little bit more, maybe.
Well, it's almost a certainty that their work, in all likelihood, led to their deaths. What do you know about the event itself?
You mean when they were horribly murdered?
Your words, not mine.
She kind of like shuffles her feet and rubs her tattoo sleeve pretty hard. I was there that day.
Really?
Yeah. We were climbing. My dad was kind of psychotic, and he always thought that, if something's going to happen, we should all know how to survive in the wilderness. So we were out there, and I was going to free climb for the first time. And before I knew it, I just saw his body land beside me. And I looked up, and my mom was falling too. Fucking bastards.
So you think someone cut their ropes, or were they free climbing as well?
They were at the top waiting for me, and I know that nobody cut the rope because I saw the fucking bastards that did it.
Oh.
Fuck. And she gets up and she kind of starts to pace. I have to find them so fucking badly, and I don't know where to look, and I'm trying, and I lose sleep over it every single fucking night because somebody has to make it right. And
Do you have a physical description of the perpetrators?
one of them was shorter, kind of fat, black hair. The other one was taller, fucking flame red hair. Whoever walks around with that and can stay hidden beyond me. And they had suits on, and who the fuck wears a suit in the middle of the goddamn forest? And their faces were painted and
Painted?
yeah, like white clown paint, sorta, I guess.
Fascinating.
Fuck. Do you have anything on it besides fucking fascinating? It's great.
Your parents and myself, our research, while focused on different things, was subsidized by the government. So there are a rather large number of potential perpetrators in this case.
So no names.
If you were to give me time to go back through my records, it's been, what, 15 years since I saw them last?
I've been digging through my dad's office. And I don't know how to read half of it, and the other half of it I just keep digging through the same stuff over and over and over again, and it doesn't make any sense. So if you want to grab your whole box of files, you can come dig through my house, I guess.
Well, I don't suppose that's going to be a thing that we will have time for anytime soon if Mr. Winston is accurate in his prediction.
You really think this is a good idea? Taking some stupid little box we know nothing about and taking it up to a tower and just opening it up and seeing what happens?
Oh, absolutely not.
Fuck. This is a dumb idea.
And did Harvey keep the little box with him, or is it like in the middle of the living room with us?
I assume
Oh, he's
Harvey is someplace
keeping
close.
it. Yeah, he won't. He's not gonna let it go.
Are you still in the kitchen?
Yeah, right now while you guys are talking, he could be cooking with flies.
Okay. Well, then at that point in the conversation, I'll, raise my voice a little bit. Mr. Winston, are you still up and about?
Yeah, he's like doing dishes. So. Yeah, what's up?
I was going to see if I could take a look at that box again, but it can wait until the morning if you like.
I don't. Yeah, hold on. I can bring it to you now. He dries off his hands, kind of slings the towel over his shoulder, and comes up to you and pulls the little cube out of his pocket, holds it out. Take a crack at it. Don't open it, but
obviously not. So from what I remember you telling us about it last week, Curtis, it has like the symbols of the archons on each of the 6 sides.
It has it has the symbols that I gave you handouts for.
Right, which we still have in Roll20, so
yes.
we can look at if we need to. And then ultimately, I think what my goal is going to be working towards is figuring out specifically which of those symbols pertain to which of the archons, but that's like a long-term thing.
Okay.
Because in the meantime, I don't really know much about the symbols individually themselves, right?
Correct.
Okay. I don't know. Is there like an investigate roll or something that I can like see if there's anything concrete that I can discern about the box itself, about the nature of it? Like, do every single one of these faces open? So, like, does it determine what's going to happen?
No, the way you see the box is it actually has a very thin line around the top of one side that sort of indicates a lid. Like you could actually pop the box open. It kind of will cut through the symbols or the tops of the symbols on the four sides. Then there's one on the bottom, and then one on the top of the box. Are you guys having an earthquake there?
I think he's having a Mew Jackman quake.
he's being attacked by a feline.
Started attacking all of my cables at the same time, which jerked everything out of my hands.
We
And
love cats around
He's
here.
coming back for it, too, I can tell.
He's like, I'm not done. You're doing something, so I'm gonna fuck with you. Yeah, so if you didn't hear that, there's a little line that indicates a lid, so you can kind of see where the top of it is, that comes down just a little bit and actually cuts through the symbols on the four sides. So like if you took the lid off, you'd still have a little piece of the symbol on each edge of the lid. And then there's a symbol on the bottom and then a symbol on the top. When you put it all together, it looks like a square cube, except you can just see a fine line around close to the top, or what you would assume is the top and the lid by looking at it.
Right. So which of the symbols is then on the lid?
The symbol on the lid is, I believe, symbol number 6, the same one as the door.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, symbol 6, which looks very similar to symbol 1, except not.
Except
Except it's not.
could be, but it's not.
It does look fairly similar. Is symbol 1 on the bottom?
It is.
What do you know? Fascinating.
Let's play some craps.
I hand it back to Harvey. There's very little that I can determine about the nature of the box, especially without opening it, which, again, I very much don't want to do, and without doing significant research into the archons behind these symbols individually. These two, as you can see, are fairly similar, but there are some marked differences.
Because I saw the archons. Do I see, like, did they have symbols by them when I saw them? Like, am I able to determine?
You weren't close enough.
These?
Yeah, you weren't close enough to kind of see any of those particular details.
Okay. And he takes it back and stuffs it in his pocket. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I figured you'd know, honestly.
Well, given time, I'm sure there are resources I could refer to in order to, but time is not something we have an abundance of as it stands.
Not really.
How are your enchiladas, Mr. Winston?
They're pretty good. You didn't get any? Did you guys want some?
No, not really hungry.
I got leftovers.
Actually, and I look at the
Doctor, you can't just survive on whiskey. Here, let me treat you, okay? And he heads back to the kitchen to get some.
Thank you, Mr. Winston.
Yeah, anytime.
And I sit back down across from Joel and just kind of watch after Harvey before turning back to Joel. He is an incredibly strong young man.
Who, Harvey?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I kind of liked him better when he wasn't a pretty boy, but
Oh, that's right. You all knew each other as youngsters, didn't you?
if youngsters classifies as 2 years ago, sure, I guess. Nah, Harvey was quite the goofball back when he wasn't whatever this is.
I
God.
would say he's done well for himself, but he really hasn't, has he?
No, not if you sell your soul to a devil. I wouldn't count that as doing well, but
Sometimes I think the things on the other side of the veil are worse than the devil.
that's assuming that there is a devil anyways.
Well, the devil of popular myth and culture, I suppose.
I'll take that. Yo, Harvey, are you gonna come sit down or are you gonna keep piddly dinking
Put
around?
extra cheese on it. God, get off my ass. He comes back with the enchiladas and turns over to Joel. Jojo, you sure you don't want any?
You know you're not supposed to call me Jojo. Really irritates me.
Well, I just did. Do you want any enchiladas?
No, not really hungry.
Okay.
Something about
well,
murdered parents doesn't
you
make you
haven't
real hungry.
eaten all day, so I'm gonna get you some. Nice talk. And he turns and goes back to the kitchen.
Oh, you're such a mom.
And then he comes back, not too long after, and hands them to her.
About to say, I spend that whole next couple of minutes stuffing my face with enchiladas.
She's
Yeah.
just gonna.
Are they the red or the green?
The red.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He likes to cook. And he sets them in front of Joel, and then he kind of stands in front of her for a while with his arms crossed, and he just like squints at her.
She slowly picks up the plate and she kind of starts picking at him. Thanks, Mom.
Oh, you're so welcome, young one. Listen, question for you, actually. I have a question for you. How come? Just hear me out here. How come our good friend Sasha can call you the term that must not be said? Yeah, when I call you it, you get all Calamity Jane on my ass.
Because he earned that right, I guess you could say.
He earned the right to a nickname.
I met Sasha pretty soon after my parents died, and I was really just looking for weed because I didn't know what else to do, but he kind of took me in a little bit, looked after me, made sure I was okay. And you know that weird thing he can do with the doors and the I don't know where we are Scooby-Doo trick?
Oh, what weird thing? Yeah, I know. I'm just joking with you. Yeah. And he like pushes the enchilada plate next to her and sits down.
She'll pick it up and kind of start nibbling on it. He didn't mean to show me he knew how to do that. I just kind of stumbled into him one day. I was walking through this alleyway and here comes Sasha running out a door screaming like a little fucking girl. And
He does that, yeah.
yeah, and I didn't even think twice about it. I just fired 2 shots over his head and he slammed the door behind him. And I don't think he recognized it was me at first until he did. And
I mean, you can't spook the guy. He eats drugs for lunch. I'm glad he didn't hit you.
At first, I thought he was having a bad acid trip until the blood kind of splattered on his head behind him. That was kind of gross. Because then he hugged me, and then there was blood on me. And
What?
yeah, there was something chasing him through the door. And I guess I shot it right over his head and killed it or hurt it or something.
You didn't see it or anything?
No, I didn't even really look. I just kind of right over his head. Could have shot him, but thankfully my dad had something to do with target practice, so.
Damn.
No, Sasha is not the big badass dude that we all like to think he is sometimes, but he's a good dude.
Nah, he'll always be badass. Who you kidding? Listen, Joel, sorry. I just want to call you it so bad. It's just so catchy.
Yeah, don't.
I never met your parents, but they seem like good people, and I'm sorry that whatever happened to them happened. And I know I've kind of got you guys on this tower quest, and I know it sounds crazy. I mean, it sounds crazy to me. I don't even know what to do with it. I just know the things that I've been told. But if we get through this, I'll help you. And you know Sasha will too. I can't speak for the doctor over there. He kind of looks over at Ernie as he's shoveling his face with enchiladas.
Oh,
He's probably interested.
As you were talking about Joel's parents, I took a particularly large bite.
He's like, nope, not touching that one.
Harvey hands you a napkin. Yeah.
That's Harvey. That's really nice of you.
Don't say but, because it's gonna happen. So just like these enchiladas, you're gonna have to take what's handed to you.
Do you really think that we're just gonna? Do you think we're just gonna walk into Trump Tower and this is just gonna be so simple?
Oh no, of course not.
I mean, what happened? You fell through a box and then you jump out of a box with a box.
There's a lot of boxes, yeah.
What'd you see down there?
I guess you say it's like the square root of my problem. I don't know. Box in a box. I don't. I saw some crazy shit, but who in this room hasn't? You know?
Fair point.
Are you really okay with this? Like, I don't know. I have this feeling that you don't want to do this, and if you don't, like, that's fine. You can stay here. I mean, I'd feel safer if you were there, but I'm not dragging you down with me.
I don't want you or Sasha or Pippi Short Stockings in bed, or Sasha or the doc, I guess, over there stuffing his face with enchiladas.
He really likes him.
I don't want you guys to get hurt either, I guess. And maybe in some crazy way this will be connected to my parents, but I don't want to walk into this blind.
I wish I could give you more answers. Can't.
How about this? I've got some more weapons and stuff at my house. Maybe in the morning we should stop by there, get stockpiled up, smoke them if you got them, and kiss our asses goodbye, I guess.
He kind of tenses up a little bit and like rubs the back of his neck. Well, it seems every time we go somewhere, we get derailed. Who knows if it's the next crazy taxi driver or what? Well, that's a good idea. I'm not like debunking you or anything. I just feel like we gotta try to hurry to this thing. I know it's 7 days, but maybe we can talk it over in the morning.
Yeah, I guess this is kind of a big fucked up family adventure now, so we should probably not just make decisions.
I'm not. You're smart, Joel. You're smart. I appreciate that. We'll see what everyone else thinks. All right. What do you think, Doctor? What's your assessment of our situation here? All right. We'll wait. We'll give you a second.
Oh God.
You good?
It's hard to say whether the weapons ultimately will help all that much. In general, of course, I'm sure they will. But it is worth talking with the others. So, best to wait till morning.
Yeah. We should get some sleep. You need an extra blanket or anything, either of you?
No, I'm okay.
I'll be fine.
Well, there's the bed up there against the wall. The couch pulls out to the futon. Where Blythe? Is Blythe in my bed?
Actually, I think Sasha is in your bed.
Oh, that's fine, but is Blythe there?
Up in the loft?
Yeah.
Is that where Sasha went?
Yeah.
Yeah, Blythe went up there and basically crawled in right next to him.
I'm the little spoon.
He was asleep. She passed right out. Like a baby.
Like a doll.
Little baby doll life.
Good thing it's a big bed, I guess. So yeah, if you need any extra pillows, blankets, there's a closet full of them. I kinda like it fluffy.
Thanks, Harvey.
Yeah. If you need any sleep aid too, there's some.
I think the doc and I have had enough medication tonight for now.
I mean, you can't overdose on melatonin, is all I'm saying. I mean, you might.
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna take one zonk out, so now's your chance.
He smokes weed like a champ.
Oh,
Doctor! Is that
What?
why you're eating all my enchiladas right now?
I'm
He
afraid
kinda,
I have no idea what
he just kind of laughs at you, like the image of this distinguished doctor, like smoking weed. Like he has a genuine, hearty laughter at that, and like he's just got this weird energy about him. He's very like kind of existential and like let's all like just have a heart to heart moment and like try and almost too hard to be happy.
I went to
Yeah,
Woodstock.
I got like a pantry full of snacks. Of course you did. You probably went to fucking Stone Age concert when they first invented music. All right, well, I'm gonna hit the sack.
D4 for
You guys
burn
sleep
damage.
well.
Night, Harvey.
Night. And he goes upstairs to his bed, pushes aside the curtain, and he sees Sasha and Blythe just like directly in the middle of the bed, like not really giving him much space. And so then he just goes to the closet, gets some pillows and blankets, and sleeps on the floor.
What about the other two that are awake? Do you do anything else?
I'll take the couch.
All right. For you two, Joel, you need to roll for nightmares.
Oh, is it just a 0? Just anything with 0?
Yes.
Okay.
Roll plus nothing. Ooh, a 9.
Oh no!
It is exactly good as a 9.
Oh, oh no.
Not even a 9.
Oh wow.
Oh no.
I wasn't expecting a 9. That's
I was
pretty
hoping for better.
That's a lot of fun. And all right, so while I'm thinking of it too, Harvey, I want you to roll. Not Harvey, Ernie. I need you to roll. Your experiment. What is it? Failed experiment. What's that called? Experiments gone wrong.
So since it's the first time for nightmares, can you like line it out? I mean, what are we?
Yeah, I'll do that.
What's she? I mean, I'm just curious about the disadvantage itself.
Yeah, no, I'll.
way
We'll talk
worse
about
than a
that.
9.
Oh God.
Yeah, yours is. Oh, that's terrible. Save that for the morning. I remembered it. If I don't have you roll now, I'll forget. So just hold on to that. It'll apply when you wake up.
I'd rather absolutely forget that it happened.
Okay. Yeah, he's already forgotten it. And he's like, oh, let's see if you remember it, motherfucker. Nightmares. Joel, you suffer from recurring nightmares, probably connected to a dark secret. The disadvantage, if you roll good, if you get a success, you get to sleep in peace. If you roll a success with a complication, a 10 to 14, then you have a nightmare, and the GM gets a move.
An outright failure?
Yeah, an outright failure is the nightmare takes over completely.
Oh, no.
You are trapped in the dream until you find a way to wake up. And everything that happens there also directly affects your sleeping body.
I'm screwed.
Ooh, that ain't good.
Oh, it's so bad.
So while everybody else is sleeping, Joel, you wake up. And where you slept on the Murphy bed downstairs?
No, I slept on the couch. I gave the doctor the Murphy bed. I was
Okay.
a nice young one.
So the doc's on the Murphy bed. It seems like you didn't even close your eyes, and you spring up awake as if you had heard a noise, just with this moment of that unease, panic, like you wake up and you realize at that moment that you've slept through your alarm and you had an appointment that you were supposed to be. You know that feeling when your heart seems to just explode out of your chest. You're like, oh my God, I've messed this up. That's kind of how you spring forth and your heart is pounding. And you look around you look around Harvey. You look around Harvey's apartment, and Dr. Kennedy's laid out on the Murphy bed, and everything seems normal until you realize that in the chairs next to the couch, there are two people sitting there. One of them's got a 45, playing with it. You know who these guys are. They are the guys. Painted faces, black suits, black shirts, white ties.
Cadillac?
Slick black Cadillac. And yeah, so you see them. They're both looking directly at you. One of them is kind of playing around with his gun, checking it out, just kind of messing with it a little bit. The other one is looking at you with just this big shit-eating grin on his face.
Do I have to roll Oath of Revenge now, too? Oh, shit.
Yeah, you do.
Son of a motherless.
I'm gonna make you.
All right. Here we go. Dear Lord.
An 11. All right, so you you've lost focus a little bit, and you are overcome slightly by your anger. However, this gives you the -1. This is a really good example, segue meta, of when you guys do your roll and it comes up with a little attribute thing to plug in a number, and you guys have been we screwed it up the first time, but now we figured out it's a 0. Joel gets a -1 on her rolls at this point. So anytime you do a roll and that little box pulls up, you got to put in a -1
Okay.
until the scene ends.
Okay, do I have a gun on me? Do I still have my stuff?
Did you do anything with your gun?
No, it's still tucked in my jeans
Then it's
when
still
I went
on
to
you.
sleep. All right.
So you reach for your gun.
Mm-hmm.
It's not there.
Shit. All right.
And at this moment, when you have sat up on the couch, you reached back. I'm assuming you had it like tucked in the small of your back or something.
Mhm.
Or if you had laid it on the table. I'm not sure what you did when you went to bed, but it's not there. And you feel like you can't stand up. Like your ass is glued to the couch. You can speak, though. And when you went to make the move, the one with the gun stopped playing with it. He's not like directly pointing it at you, but he's kind of using it like a wag of the finger.
You fucks. You fucking fucks. What do you fucking want?
The skinny one, who doesn't look to have a gun. It's the chubby one that's got the gun. And the skinny one has got kind of a raspy voice, kind of smoker's voice. Now we want you, Joel. You want to go climbing?
Fuck you.
And the other one, that's not very nice. Waving the gun at you.
Yeah, fuck you too.
Why don't you come with us? And it's in that moment that you are no longer on the couch. You are back at the cliff. And you are standing at the top of the cliff. And they're both there. And all three of you are peering over the edge. And you look down and see the bodies of your parents splattered out on the rocks.
Joel wants to take a step back, and she's like patting herself looking for her knife now.
Where do you keep your knife at?
It's also like tucked into the my jeans, into the waistband.
Oh, in your jeans?
Mm-hmm.
You go to make a move for the knife. The knife is not there.
Of course it's not.
It's a nightmare. And the big one starts walking up to you, and he's like, you want to go with your parents?
Oh, you fucking.
And he's walking right up on you.
Oh, she's backpedaling.
The skinny one's behind you.
Oh, shit. Okay. I don't like this. She starts like pinching her arm. Anything to just get woke up.
And the other one says, oh, you're trying to wake yourself up, aren't you?
Yeah, don't fucking touch me.
That's when the skinny one grabs you by the throat and like lifts you up off the ground by the neck. You take 1 damage.
Okay. Can I try and kick or hit or punch?
I will let you do an engaging combat to try to struggle free, but you have lost your focus a little bit because of your anger, and so you take a -1 on this roll.
Yep. Oh, don't fail me now.
A 17.
Oh, thank God.
What were you trying to do?
I just wanted to get out of his chokehold here and get backed up again. Away from the cliff's edge would be great.
Right. Were you still trying to pinch and focus on waking up as well?
Yeah, a little bit.
There's a gimme.
Thank you.
I figured you probably were, but I'm putting it all into narrative. As you are struggling, you were trying to wake yourself up. It happened in just a matter of seconds. And he's like, reaches out and grabs you and lifts you up. And he pulls you in tight. Like he pulls you up to his face as you are struggling and kicking and about to get away. You feel like you're about to get loose from this. And it actually gives you just this brief moment of comfort as he pulls you in. But his makeup and his features change to no hair. He's got like 4 horns, and it looks like he's completely covered in like neon colored paint from head to toe. Lines across the face, the head. It's really rather bizarre, but if he was under a black light, he would glow. And it's at that moment he says, "Time to wake up," and throws you off the cliff.
Oh, shit.
And you do wake yourself up.
Okay.
But you suffer another point of damage, and when you wake up, the damage is on the inside of your body, and you wake with a cough of blood.
Ooh.
And you don't feel very good.
No, I don't assume that she does. Was she screaming in her sleep or making any of those comments aloud? Like, would I have woken up the rest of the house, I guess is the question.
It doesn't seem so. You kind of just come to life and choke, sputter up a little. Oh my God, you notice that. But if you look over at the Murphy bed, it seems as though Dr. Kennedy is sleeping away.
Okay. Joel is going to very quietly go upstairs into the bathroom, and she's going to hop in a shower. Like a nice cold shower. She does not feel good. She's getting the blood off of her, getting all the other grime off of her from the other night, from tonight, I guess, from the nasty explosion that Harvey was so kind to do.
Right.
And she's like rattled horribly. And she's shaking, and she's trying to be quiet, but she's kind of not in a good place.
Yeah, no, that's gonna fuck with your head for a while.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Nobody else has any nightmares. I can't wait for everybody to go to sleep in Heartland. I got like 3 people all with nightmares. and then stalkers and nightmares. That's the big one.
Oh,
I love it. I have to work on my nightmares. Yeah. So, nothing else happens throughout the night. Joel takes her shower. You feel like you don't really have any broken bones or anything, but you are sore from head to toe. You literally feel like you were thrown off a cliff, but not to the point where you like couldn't get up and walk away. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
I feel like I just fell 50 feet, but nothing's broke. My God, my
Right.
body, wrestling. So,
does she have any bruising or anything like around her neck from where she got grabbed?
Yeah. When you look in the mirror, it looks like somebody had lifted you by your throat. So yeah, it's sort of the finger ligature marks, bruising that you would get.
Okay. So after a shower, she would just go back downstairs and probably just sit on the couch.
Look to see if there was a roach in the ashtray.
She probably would roll another joint, kick her feet up, and start playing Game Boy again. She's not going back to sleep. She's like, fuck that.
Okay.
After
Who's the
another
early
hour or
riser?
so, you hear something upstairs, and Sasha wakes up with a start and doesn't recognize where he is. Sees that he's, kind of rubs the sleep out of his eyes and sees that he's lying next to Blythe, and then looks down and sees that Harvey's on the floor, and he's going to go down to the floor, and he's going to take a pillow, and he's going to sleep next to Harvey.
Aww. I love it. I love it.
What time would you say it is?
When I do that,
Yeah,
I have no idea.
because
It's
like other
probably,
than
like-
being hungover the first night, I picture him being like a fairly early riser.
It was late when you guys got in.
Yeah.
I kind of kept a little time in my head. I figured you guys, the rest of you, the late time after the enchiladas, it's going to be like 3 a.m. or so by the time you
Okay.
guys, between 3 and 4, when you guys went to bed. And so then there was Joel's nightmare. So I'm thinking it's probably like 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, not that early of a riser. Okay.
When he crawls down. No, and you guys had gone without sleep before that and were pretty, you guys have gone through some emotional and physical stress, so you're tired. But nothing else happens that night, I assume, unless Dr. Kennedy, you want to get up and go sleep on the floor with Harvey?
Oh, we could be a little sandwich.
It's a cuddle party.
What was that?
Oh my god.
But
Is that me?
I don't know.
Sounded like a freaking plane was coming.
Was there a plane landing outside your house?
No.
I didn't hear anything.
It went.
Oh, I heard something. Yeah, I heard something. That was crazy.
Oh my god, that was more scary than.
Wonder if it was my chair scooting across the floor.
Ah.
That was an
Ah.
aggressive chair scoot.
Did somebody's air
No,
conditioner?
it was longer than that. It
Yeah, I don't know.
was like an air AC coming on. So, yeah, well, it's gone now. So
Scary.
it was just like, whoa, yeah. You never know. Our cult show is haunted by mysterious sounds.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So let's say, who's going to be the first up? The old man?
Technically, Joel's still up, so does that count?
Oh, well, yeah, no, you don't count. You're sitting there on the couch doing your thing, unless you're going to do some other thing
No, I'm just gonna sit
before
there, so
before
enjoy it.
people start to rise. At some point, I'm going to have to let everybody get out of bed to start a new day.
I probably wake up around 11.
I mean,
So-
I
so
probably
we're going-
am up before everybody. I mean, anybody else. I went to bed at least
Right.
a couple of hours before everybody else did.
Yeah.
So it's
you
probably
the
Sasha.
sunlight comes up. The morning starts to happen. And, yeah, you wake up to a new day. You see Blythe is still there in the bed, crashed out. You're on the floor with Harvey.
He's probably just got like an arm, just like on you. That's about it. He's zonked.
So let's roll through the morning.
Yeah, I get up. I kind of cleaned myself up the night before, but not really because I just don't give a shit. But I'll put my clothes on and go downstairs. I'm gonna step out into the hallway to smoke a cigarette. But I'm gonna put the butt out on the floor.
Oh.
Real classy.
Are you gonna leave it there on the floor?
No, I'm gonna kick it down in front of the door at the end of the hallway. Like I'm gonna put it out on the floor, but then I'm gonna kick the butt down the hallway so it's not right in front of your door. At least it's down the hallway in front of one of your neighbor's doors.
There's just like a little area on the floor that has like multiple little ash marks.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's about 10 or 11 little spots where I have snuffed out cigarettes standing outside your front door because I don't give a fuck. Come inside, make some coffee.
Joel's right on top of that coffee. She's right behind you.
Oh, yeah, Joel's up. So there's the two of you.
Hey, kid.
And I assume they're going to wake up the doctor at some point because he's going to be in the daylight with moving people around and then coffee.
Did you get some rest?
Yeah, I guess you could call it that.
What? Wait. What happened to your neck?
I don't really want to talk about it. Can we just pour a cup of coffee, please? I feel like shit.
I'll pour you a cup of coffee when you tell me what happened to your neck.
Ernie got a little feisty last night when he smoked his joint.
Are you fucking kidding me? And Sasha starts going across the room.
No, she's grabbing onto him as fast as possible. Do not wake up the old man. My God, he's old. He needs rest.
So you're just gonna let that fly? You're just gonna let somebody put their fucking hands on you?
Sasha, it was sarcasm. My God. Fine.
So if it wasn't Ernie, was it Harvey? Did Harvey get fucking physical with you? Harvey would do that.
Harvey would never fucking do that. He's Harvey. Come on.
Okay. Blythe? Because it wasn't me.
Sasha, sometimes when I go to sleep, bad things happen. And what do you know? Bad things happen. So
what does that mean?
I don't know. Okay. Sometimes I go to sleep and I wake up and I feel like shit and I've had a nightmare and it's horrible. Okay. I don't want to talk about it. Can I please have a cup of fucking coffee now, please? And she's shaking.
Coffee.
Thank you.
There are things in your sleep that can hurt you, like from the other side, things that come after you when you're sleeping.
I'm assuming so, seeing as how that's the only explanation for what happens.
Oh, Jesus, JoJo.
It started after my parents died, and it keeps happening, and there's nothing I can do about it because I have to sleep at some point. So I'll have Ernie take a look at me when he gets up. It's fine.
Okay. And I'm gonna turn around to the refrigerator, and I'm gonna get an ice tray out, crack the ice, put it into a towel, put it into a towel, and just sit by her while she drinks coffee and just kind of hold the ice on her throat. You know what I mean? Kind of move it around. There's got to be some Tylenol somewhere. Here, hold this. Take this, please. And I'm gonna go rummage in the bathroom and find some aspirin.
Oh yeah.
Will that heal anything that's going on? How do you stabilize an internal wound?
You have a doctor fix it, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Gotta wait for Ernie to get up so he can poke me with some needles.
In the little drug cabinet, he's got like fairly basic drugs like Benadryl, cough syrup, melatonin, like he said, Tylenol, and then there's like a little box in there, and it says for Sasha in big letters, emergencies only, not recreational.
What's in the box?
Drugs.
What's in the box?
Variety of pills.
Yeah.
Sasha.
Like in little neatly placed portioned baggies.
Lovely. Little blue ones, little pink ones, little yellow ones.
There's a speckled one too, and it's really nice.
The baggies have stickers on them to like express how it makes you feel. They're like little emojis. He put a lot of thought into it.
Cute. I love it.
Sasha goes and grabs his jacket and pulls a pill bottle out of his jacket and here. Maybe these will keep you from having nightmares.
I highly doubt it, but she takes the bottle anyways and sticks it in her pocket.
It's worth a try, right? Jesus Christ, that looks like, oh my God. Oh, sorry.
You should see how it feels. It's great. Do you sleep okay?
Yeah, like the dead.
Doesn't surprise me.
You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to I can't help but
Stare.
yeah. Like how did that? I mean, I've seen weird shit and I've done weird shit, but I've never seen someone affected in their sleep. And I've known JoJo for several years, and maybe I'm just oblivious. I don't know. Maybe, you know what I mean? Because
Good at hiding it.
I am kind of oblivious. Or yeah, maybe I've just never seen her with, handprints on her throat. But Sasha's just kind of, you know what I mean? I'm just kind of baffled by the whole thing.
Can you stop fucking staring at me, please? I already feel like enough of a freak show.
Yeah, sorry. Are you hungry?
I guess I could eat. Not really. I'd rather cough up some more blood, but yeah, sure.
Jesus, what? Why? How? You want me to stop thinking about this and then you're going to throw that in there? Are you kidding me?
Sorry, I can't help it. You're the one staring at me.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm forgetting about breakfast. I'm walking right over to the Murphy bed. Ernie! Doc! Ernie!
Oh my God, Sash,
Doc.
he's old.
Doc, wake up.
Sasha.
Yes,
Ernie.
Sasha. What would you like?
You should there's some interesting things that have gone on.
Oh my God, no,
I've
he's
been asleep and you shut up, JoJo. Shut up, JoJo.
Are they being loud at this
Oh
point?
yeah. Oh, I'm being loud as fuck.
Oh, we're screaming back and forth.
Yeah.
Harvey's just like what?
There's coffee. There's coffee, man. I got coffee. Ernie,
Delightful.
you should get up. You need to look at this.
Joel is pouring another cup of coffee and glaring at your back.
Okay.
I go back to the kitchen and I get JoJo and I grab her by the hand and I forcibly walk her across the room and make her stand there until Ernie gets out of bed.
She's dragging feet, but she'll go with you.
So apparently, physical damage can be done to her when she's sleeping.
What?
Oh my
Yeah.
God, he's old. Can't we just let him go back to sleep? I mean, he smoked a
Joel,
little bit of weed. He's probably tired.
Be quiet.
Okay.
Have you heard of this? Do you know anything about this?
Say that again.
She had a nightmare. She woke up with coughing blood and now look at her throat. She didn't have that when I went to sleep last night.
Nor when I went to sleep.
She rips her arm out of Sasha's hand and she's walking back to her coffee cup.
No. And he grabs her by the arm and turns her back around. Tell him what you told me.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Why?
Because I said so. Because this is dangerous. Because this is the only person I know who might know something or might be able to help you. Jesus fucking Christ. You are not alone in this.
Can
Oh
we
my
stop? Can we
Such a
stop
child.
pulling on my arm at least? I feel like shit enough.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right, Dr. Woodstock. You up and at 'em this morning?
Yes. Get a little closer. I haven't. And I reach over and get my glasses and put them on. And so, very gently, I turn your chin to the left and right and inspect the bruising. And you said you coughed up blood?
Yes, I coughed up some blood. My throat hurts. Somebody grabbed it. Thank you.
Have you coughed up any more since then?
I mean, it's been a little spotty here and there, but the coughing quit about an hour ago. So still hurts like shit.
Somebody grabbed it? Who grabbed it? Who grabbed your throat?
It's so
Yes.
early. Do we have to do this right now?
And I cock my head and give you the dad eyes.
Meanwhile, Harvey is taking a shower and loudly singing show tunes while he does.
Barbara's trying to stand in the shower.
Yes, and it sounds amazing.
The sun will come out.
I dreamed a dream
my
of
God.
time gone by.
Joel is throwing her hands up in the air and walking back to her coffee cup. She does not care. She's like, we will talk about this with a cup of coffee. Thank you.
Yes, actually, that sounds delightful.
Thank you. Somebody fucking gets it.
Sasha pours another cup of coffee for the doctor, sets it on the counter, on the little bar counter, and starts getting out eggs to make eggs for breakfast.
And Joel very, very carefully climbs up to sit on the counter. But it's very slow. It's very painful looking. And it's very old and rickety looking. It's like, ugh.
And then Sasha can hear Harvey in the shower and starts doing the Javert part to her Jean Valjean.
Oh my God. If my freaking body did not hurt so bad, I would smack my own self in the face.
You hear
That's lovely,
shower
actually.
stop, and he just like with like a towel loosely around his hip. He bursts through the door with soap in his hair.
My duties to the law.
And at the finish, he's just like, "Yeah, man, you still got it, man. Let me wash this out. It's good to be alive, guys." And goes back to the shower. Strangely optimistic for a bad few days.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Dear God. It's me. Can I have a bullet in my head yet, please?
Go back to sleep. I'm sure they'll try.
Oh, yeah.
So Ernie and Joel are in the kitchen having breakfast. Harvey was showering. Sasha was making breakfast, then went up to sing with Harvey. Everybody comes back down for breakfast. There's a missing member of your party.
Did I see her still asleep when I got out of the shower?
Is your shower up by the loft?
Yeah, and the downstairs is where the jacuzzi tub kind of is.
Oh, the jacuzzi tub. I didn't know we
Yeah.
had a jacuzzi tub in play.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's 2 bathrooms. One is a jacuzzi tub.
Oh, nice.
I'm pretty sure that was where Blythe went first last night.
To the jacuzzi tub.
Yeah,
Right.
to the jacuzzi tub.
No, when you went upstairs, you noticed that it looked like she had been in the bed, but she must have gotten up and gone to the bathroom or something. She's not there.
Okay. Well, I get out of the shower. He doesn't wear a shirt. Why? It's his own house. Puts on some sweatpants and comes downstairs for breakfast. I don't really think too much of it right now.
Mm.
Good
Sexy
morning,
boy.
Harvey. Would you like to also make a big deal out of everything this morning?
What are you talking about? It's a beautiful. Oh my God! What happened to your neck?
We have the shortened version this time, or do I have to tell the whole thing?
I'm
She,
guessing it's something.
choked in her nightmare, and it's really, the whatever from the other side can, like, I don't know, fucking kill her while she's sleeping. Is that what can happen? Can that happen? Is
Oh,
that
yeah, probably. That sounds about right.
I'm assuming that something of the like is probably possible, so maybe, I don't know. It hasn't happened yet.
Let me get my makeup. Does it hurt? I can cover it.
No. You are not touching me with makeup, Harvey.
You won't even notice.
No, please don't touch. I already feel worse enough.
It's not like a weird thing. I have pain meds. That looks really bad.
Thanks.
Surface bruising, potentially bleeding or something ruptured on the inside, but without proper equipment, it would be hard to say.
Well,
So
and
you're
I don't
telling
know that
me-
going back to your place is exactly the best bet at this point, Doc.
Yeah, I don't think my first aid kit's gonna cut it.
So I just get to keep internally bleeding, possibly? That's fun.
Does she need to go to the hospital?
Please, no.
I'm
No,
not
no,
I'm not
no.
asking you, Joe. I'm not asking you.
Why do I never get to say anything?
Hey, has anyone seen Short Stack this morning?
No. Where is
No.
Pippi short stocking?
She's still in bed.
I hope she's still in bed.
Unless
Weird shit
she's
happens.
invisible.
What?
Can she do that?
We were discussing she was in the downstairs bath. You didn't see her come by?
No, I was up first. I haven't. No, she hasn't come down. She hasn't come down.
Most of the night, I haven't seen her either.
Harvey sits down his cup of coffee and goes back upstairs to check the bed and like pull up the covers.
Not there.
No trace of her. She didn't leave anything.
If she had taken anything off, I honestly don't know.
Knowing her,
Then
she probably did.
yeah, we'll say that her street clothes are lying in a pile on the floor next to the bed still.
So the clothes that she borrowed from Harvey.
She
Your
probably
clothes.
still has. He
Is
he
she up there?
goes back downstairs. No.
Wait, what do you mean no?
Oh, I start making my way really, really quickly to the other bathroom downstairs.
And
Like
he runs upstairs, like looking through the rest of the house, the closets, the
Joel attempts to scream out Blythe, ends up coughing. Probably a little bit of blood.
Yeah,
You took a
I make my way into the bathroom and I'm, you know what I mean? I'm pushing clothes aside in the closet, Blythe!
You need a CT scan.
I'm not going to the goddamn hospital. Fucking
I'm
hate
just
hospitals.
saying. In order to determine whether you actually have internal bleeding, we need a CT scan.
Will it just get better on its own?
No,
It never does it?
rarely do.
Is Blythe in the bathroom?
Blythe is not in the bathroom.
Have you
In
found
any
her
of the
yet?
bathrooms. Nowhere in the
She in-
closets.
a closet.
No.
Is she under the bed?
Yeah, Sasha starts. I lift
Yeah.
the Murphy bed up. You know what I mean? Opening doors, yelling her name.
Harvey too. Trying to see if there's
Disappeared.
like any sign of her. She need like leave a note.
It looks like no note from either she is disappeared or she left when nobody saw.
With no street clothes from Harvey?
That's what it looks like.
Is her old dress there? The one that she was wearing when we came in?
I think that stuff went into the laundry, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
So-
remember somebody starting a load of laundry. I think somebody started a load of laundry.
Yeah.
I want to use one of my edges
Okay.
for 6 cents, and I get to discover or sense a clue or lead. So I would like to discover or sense a clue about Blythe and where she's gone
Right.
or how she disappeared.
As you start to realize that she's not there, and you feel that little bit of panic, and you are going back up into the loft area, looking around, yelling names, decide to use that ability. And when I'm assuming you like focus or some sort of situation where you can concentrate and kind of set aside external
Yes.
stimulus and you notice as you look at the bed where she was lying, you see what you would describe as maybe her shadow. You look at the bed and you see like this dark swirl of non-light. It's
Thanks, babe.
oh, I want some.
Damn right you do.
And so it looks kind of like a bit of a moving shadow, and then it sort of just fades out and just it breaks up, as it were, into a bunch of little black dots and goes away. Meaning, since you used a feat or used a thing, that you know she didn't get up and walk out of the house when everybody was not looking. It appears as she went away. Something took her, probably, would be Sasha's thought process on that. Something magical, to use a generic term, happened on that bed where she was.
She wanted it.
Sorry.
Sasha's still resisting that.
Harvey, ooh, something magical.
So I
Supernatural. Here, I'll use a better word than that.
That's better.
So I turn back, you know what I mean, and I lean back over the side of the loft and I explain all of that to everyone, what I just, you know what I mean, what I just was able to glean.
Yeah, your impression is that something got her.
Anybody ever, Doc, you know anything about that?
Of someone being whisked away under the noses of a large number of people within relative close distance.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Things like that happen without the veil involved.
Not like this. I'm talking about like a poof of smoke and she was gone. I'm not talking about fucking Houdini. This isn't David Copperfield. There's something took her.
Are there any like spiders or flies on the wall perchance in this room?
He's very clean.
Well,
No.
shit.
So
Well, shit.
you could open a window.
That's not gonna help us now.
Yeah. I wish I could say yes, because that sounds the lead up to something really cool, but he's very clean.
Curtis, I am interested to see if that new advantage that I picked up before the session started might be at play, or something that I could play with at the moment.
Hang on just a second.
I put it in my sheet in Roll20 and the description as well.
Oh, okay, cool.
You can do new stuff.
I can do new stuff.
Let's see. Character sheet. Oh, the enhanced. Let's see.
I feel guilty eating.
Either way,
should.
I'm reading something
Go
here
ahead.
real quick. Yeah,
I just had Sonic for dinner. It's fine.
I have meat shed BLTs and hillbilly ratatouille, so you know.
Jelly. Yeah, I ate a Pop-Tart.
And
Whoa.
peaches that Tara went and picked at the orchard today.
I had ramen noodles.
Good old ramen
still-
noodles never fail.
I'm still working on last night's pizza.
It's still in there.
It's the cheese is, anyways. No, this would not apply in this particular situation because there's not. It's not that the illusion is weak here.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
But
Well.
that will come in handy.
I
Down
guess
the
it's
road.
the morning for weird things.
Why don't we, since we are like just 4 minutes past halfway, we'll go ahead and take our break. That will allow Senor Duke
Some
to
thinking time.
That'll allow me to
down his
Carve
food.
down my food.
Edward.
Oh
Um,
my god, these peaches.
Curtis
are
is
so
like,
good.
I planned this whole thing. Then they decided to have heart nightmares, freak out over Blythe.
And we have no idea what to do.
and so, yeah, we'll take a little break. Chris can go get himself another Pop-Tart or eat the second one out of the package. And we'll be back in just a few. If I find my intermission button. There it is. Okay. I think we're back. I see that. Oh, somebody made a noise that popped up. Good. So I have all my sound.
Woo!
That was me. Sorry.
I am-
I'm flinging my mouse around.
For anybody who decides to watch us, they'll get used to me screwing up camera frames. Everybody's good there. Okay, that's all right. And sound. I have not mastered all of those yet, but I'm getting
It
there.
should say Mew Jackman, not Ernie.
Yes, the role of Dr. Ernest Kennedy will be played by the greatest meowman himself, Mr. Mew Jackman.
Mr. Hugh Jackman.
I love it. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of
yeah,
applause for Mr. Mew Jackman.
Mr. Mew Jackman. Okay, so it's morning. There's breakfast. There's coffee. There's also a missing Blythe.
No Blythe.
And a mission that you still have carried over. So I will let you roll into the panic of the morning now that you have lost the 16-year-old.
What are we? Say it again. We're rolling for what?
What?
We're just going into it, Duke.
Going right
Oh,
into
yeah,
it.
no, I was just putting us back where we were. You've
Oh.
lost Blythe. You've got breakfast. You've got coffee. You've got panic. Now I turn it over to you.
People don't just disappear out of thin air. There has to be some sort of explanation. Or some trace or something.
I told you what I saw, okay? I don't know any more than that.
Well, and if you
Harvey?
Yeah.
Is it weird to ask you to reach out?
don't make it sound like a dirty thing, you weirdo.
About this?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how it works. You guys all talk to people from other places. I don't do that. I just take you there.
Hold on. Well, I mean, do you really think? I guess I can try.
I'm not saying you have to. I'm just I don't know what else to do. I don't have any other fucking ideas.
Can we call Tom? Do you think he? No, the lady isn't really connected
Who's Tom?
to Blythe, but maybe he took her.
Who's Tom? Is there another?
Oh shit! And Sasha grabs this beeper and starts clicking back through numbers and goes over to the phone and picks it up and dials the number that Tom called from last time.
So you call Tom's number.
Let me find the voice effect.
Yeah, probably.
Gotta get the right one.
Now you got me choked up.
See what that pause was about. It's like, Tom.
What was Tom's voice like? Hold on.
I had a couple voices on hold tonight. Tom was not one that I was expecting, but that's okay. So you call Tom. I love how we can just say that. You call Tom because you've got a phone
I just
number.
dial the number. I mean, it's
Yeah, I know. It's just fun to say. Hello?
You know where Blythe is?
Blythe?
Yeah.
No. Is Blythe there?
I hang up the phone.
Who the fuck is Tom?
I'm guessing that didn't really work out for you.
He just said no. I'm not gonna go through all that bullshit again.
Is Tom like another secret lover I don't know about? Like,
He's something that's obsessed with Blythe. I don't know. She obviously has some control over them. I don't think we should get into that right now. I mean, I guess I can try the lady, but she's been very shifty with me recently. I'll take the silence as a do it, Harvey. Go for it.
No. I don't.
it's not my weird little entity thing, so.
I have nothing to suggest, so if that's the only option we have.
Does she have a way? Fuck, I don't even know. Does she have a way to get back home? No, she would have tried that by now.
Why would she go back home?
That's all she's talked about. That's all she's talked about since I got it.
I'm sorry.
Talked about is getting home.
Sasha, you said she was still here. Her shadow's still here. I'm not a fucking genius or anything, but I'm guessing if
it dissipated, it was there in the bed, and then doof, gone.
God, why can't life just be normal for once? So what? We just go walking around the streets of Manhattan screaming, Blythe, Blythe, are you there? Did you wander off? Are you with a creepy dude?
I don't know, maybe. Jesus Christ.
We make wanted posters. Lost child, please help find.
Okay. You know what? She's honestly, she's probably fine. If I've learned anything about that girl in the last 36 hours, she handles herself pretty well.
Yeah, but what if somebody comes looking for her to pick her up? Maybe they know her husband's gone. They're going to take her back to whatever fucked up place she came from.
Then she'll probably bat her eyes at them and say please and make them do whatever it is that she wants them to do, because she's done that to me twice. She did it to Gray. Jesus Christ, that crazy whatever that thing was. So I'm guessing she's fine. I mean, it makes me nervous.
A lot of bad shit's happened to her. She doesn't deserve more bad shit.
We don't know where she is. So
what? We just move on and go to the tower?
I don't think we go to the tower. I think we go to your house.
I mean, yeah, my house has guns in it, so that would make a better option, but...
Right. Yeah, let's go get armed.
And just leave her out there until we get back?
I don't...
Oh, don't you growl at me.
I don't know what else to do. I don't have any answers, okay?
Okay,
my answer is just to keep going.
Okay, they're arguing, and Harvey can't.
Harvey has 6 days.
He's gonna go ahead and try to call the lady while they're having this little tiffy.
Oh Jesus, I don't. Oh my God, I don't know if that's a good idea. Oh, I don't know if that's a good idea.
What other options do we have? We have a missing small kid.
Small kid? She's a year younger than you. What are you talking about?
She's still small.
Small kid. Jesus, you act like you're 35. Ugh.
I'm sorry, the kid doesn't know how to use a goddamn knife. And yes, is she awesome that she can take out horrible fucking people and look after herself? Yes, but also... Right.
She saved your ass.
Fair point. I like the kid. I'm not saying anything about that. God. I don't want something bad to happen to her. She's already had enough shit.
Harvey, how do you get a hold of the lady?
He just kind of stiffens up and closes his eyes to try to concentrate on her.
Hello, Harvey. What can I do
Hi.
for you?
Well, I'll skip the pleasantries. We're missing a friend, and I know that you know Tom, and I know that Tom knows her wife. Do you know anything about that? She could hear me out. She could help us get your box to the tower. I've seen her do crazy shit. So, a little bit worried that she's not around all of a sudden.
I know where Blythe is. And you
Go
may be
on.
right. It might be Tom. Let me see what I can do for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Harvey.
Are you gonna get back to me on that?
Yes, you'll know.
Okay, hold on before you go, this box in this tower, is there anything else I should know?
It won't be an easy climb to the top.
Oh yeah, well no shit, Sherlock. I figured that. Yeah, like a useful factoid. I'm sorry, I swore. I'm just really stressed out. You kind of told me I got like a week to live, and that, it stresses a guy out. I mean, maybe if I had a little more time to get more prepared for the hard climb ahead.
I didn't curse you, Harvey. Your curse came from someplace else.
Swap dealer?
That's where it started.
So, where did it come from? The Archons?
It's really not important for you now, Harvey. What's important is that you take full use of all of your time that you have left.
Okay. Okay. Time.
I'll bring you Blythe.
All right.
You get to the top of the tower.
When I open this box, what do I do? What do I say?
When you open the box, Harvey, there won't be anything for you to do. Just open the box.
All right. Straight to the tower it is. Have a good day, I guess. And then he opens his eyes back up. She'll be fine.
She'll be fine.
Yeah, she'll be fine. It's fine.
That's
Don't worry
all
about
you.
it. She's fine. Just
That's.
Can we just go?
Do they have any idea where she even is, or? We all have to talk about things.
What do you want me to tell you that she's in a daycare, like a little demon daycare, just having fun and making easy bake muffins? No, I don't know where she is, but she's fine. And it's already almost the afternoon, so I think we should just trust that. I can't give you a reason why. I know that sucks. She'll find her way back.
I'm sorry.
Well,
I am. I'm sorry.
Sorry, what are you sorry for?
Just that you have to deal with that. I'm sorry. Okay, let's go. We don't have any time to waste. Sasha walks across the room and grabs his jacket, starts putting his boots on.
Cryptic. Okay.
Do we have a plan of where we're going? Or are we just gonna march in Rambo style?
No, we're going to your place first.
Oh, thank God, somebody finally.
Yeah, Harvey gets a shirt on and a jacket, boots. And I'm assuming the doctor got his clothes from the dryer and he's not still wearing the robe.
But it was so comfy.
All right, I guess we're headed to my place. Carefully. Don't need anybody else disappearing.
So are we trying to take a cab or
Fuck that.
Or am I trying to get us there?
Is it safe to assume that Harvey has a car? Even in New York City, I feel like he would.
Yeah, as dumb as this apartment is, you probably definitely bought a car.
And it's
and
one of those cars that
you pay like $3,500 a month to park it.
It's a sports car, and so like suicide
shit.
doors and the back seat, like you can fit 3 people. They're gonna be squished.
A 2-door coupe.
Shotgun.
The injured one.
I feel as though the one of us that has the least ability to squeeze into a small space should probably not be squeezed into a small space.
I got a roomy trunk, doctor.
Are we arguing about who gets shotgun?
Fine,
Seriously?
I'll sit in the back. Age before beauty. Go on, old man.
Thank you, Sasha.
All right, so you
Harvey jumps in the front seat and
off you
the
go.
driver's
Yeah,
seat.
you've got a nice parking garage. It's about half a block from your house. Yeah, like $3,500 a month for parking rent.
In 1990, it's just stupid because Harvey has no idea how to spend this money.
Oh no.
He's had a really good year.
Right.
A really good year. And
Supernaturally good.
what color is the sports car?
Sitting on commas.
The sports car is like a
If you say red, oh thank God! I was like, don't make it red, please don't make it red.
It's like sky blue, like bright blue.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was gonna say powder blue. Yes.
Oh,
Powder
okay.
Love it. Nice. And I'll let you search around. You can come up with the make and model later. That way you get to pick something out.
Yeah, I don't know anything about cars.
You get with Michael. He may know something. It's like, find me a cool
He drives a
sports car.
Firebird.
Yeah, they go. Well,
It'd
they
be
have
a
those.
blue
Obviously,
Firebird.
he knows lots about cars. Firebird.
Hey, a lot of the people I knew that had Firebirds knew a lot about cars. Well, at least they acted like they did. And off you go. So I will then turn the narration over to Joel as you get to the her safe house / apartment, whatever, and she can talk you through the entrance and how all that goes and what it looks like.
All right. So as we come up the sidewalk, it's a townhouse. And it's like the little narrow kind of ones, but there's a fenced in yard to it. And it looks really nice from the outside. You can tell it's a little bit older. As you come up the deck, she kind of pauses at the front door. She doesn't take out a set of keys. She instead punches in on a little keypad to get in. And there's these 2 big picture windows on the front of the house, but when you step inside, there's no windows inside at all. It's no natural lighting. There's a little mud room at the front, and then as you come in and you look to the right, there's a staircase that goes upstairs. There's 2 bedrooms upstairs. One is Joel's in the very back, one is the guest room, and then there's a master bedroom, but the door is closed on it. You keep walking on the main floor down, you see a room that's horribly, horribly dirty. I mean, it was an office at one point, but the filing cabinets are open and exploding files everywhere. There's papers, there's like an overturned file cabinet. All of the picture frames in the house are laying face down, besides the ones that are laying on the or are hung on the wall. Yep. And the ones that are hanging on the wall, some of them are cracked and broken, like she's thrown things at them. As you come in, there's the dining room table, and it is littered in papers and an ashtray. And it looks like somebody has not left this table and has just been using it as a workspace. And then if you look past the dining table, there's a chalkboard with notes and lines, like a police like evidence board. And there's lines and there's papers and there's little documents stuck up everywhere. If you go past that, there's a little kitchen. And then the very back, there's a little tiny living area, a living room with a back door. So as we come inside, Joel kicks her boots off and waits for you guys to like all come in the door. And then she closes it behind you.
I take it it's the maid's week off.
Oh my God, Joel, you can't live like this.
I've been a little preoccupied, okay? Don't we have better things to worry about than the state of my house?
Just you get your guns and shit. And he just kind of like places his shoes neatly by the door and just starts cleaning your living room for you.
Hey, somebody, I'm gonna need a hand.
I got you.
All right. So Sasha and I will go to the kitchen, and then Ernie, if you wanted to do some snooping, I'm assuming you're
Absolutely 100% about snooping.
So Sasha and I go into the kitchen, and there's a rug underneath the smaller table that's in there. Like there's just a little breakfast table. And Joel pulls the table out of the way, but she's kind of grunting and she doesn't feel good and she's kind of coughing a little bit.
Yeah, Sasha gets in and does the muscle work. Hey, let me help you, please. Okay? You don't. So, Jesus Christ. I've been helping you this whole time, and it's not. Just let me help you. You don't have to do this alone. I know you think that you do. I know you've always thought that you had. I mean, I've been trying to crack through that fucking 50-foot steel wall you put up around yourself for the last 10 years. Quit. Jesus. Move.
Josh, I know you want to help, and I know that everybody here is doing what they can, but we're all kind of fucked up in our own way. And
yeah. So let's all be fucked up together.
I don't want to add to everybody's problems. I've got enough.
Do you remember, Jesus, what was that, 4 years ago? 5? You had that bag of groceries. And you know what I mean? You were so excited because, we were going to eat good. And as we were going up the stairs of my apartment, bag busted open, the chicken fell out, rolling down the stairs, can of green beans burst everywhere. You were you were heartbroken.
Yeah.
But we cleaned it up. We went down to the Waffle House. You got those eggs. You were
Bacon.
Yeah.
Chocolate chip pancakes.
Just because something bad happens, just because something's fucked up, doesn't mean that it's the end. It doesn't mean that you can't move on. Doesn't. I mean, I'm surprised as shit that you showed up at Bly's place. You are the last person that I expected to see there. But you're obviously, I mean, you were there for a reason. There's some reason that you were there. I can't fathom what it is at this point. Yeah, why were you there? What the fuck were you doing there? We never even stopped. We didn't have time to stop. Sasha's got the table out at this point. Sasha has the panel off the wall, you know, laying guns out on the table, laying.
No, they're in the bunker. We got to go down.
Oh, we got to go down. Oh, okay.
We got to go down.
Okay, so yeah, so we're down in the bunker.
Yeah, we climbed down the little ladder.
What were you even doing there?
I got some info that this doctor dude knew something about my parents' experiments, and I thought maybe he would know something about what happened to him or could give me access to some of the government shit that they were involved in. And when I got there, yeah, it just said the doctor on it, and I did some more digging, and I found this dude. Well, at least I think it was a dude. I don't know. It was pretty dark. And he told me that there was a little place that I could go to get some info. And so I went. And the doctor's place was closed. So I went around the back and cracked open the door and went.
That's weird. It doesn't make any sense.
None of this makes sense, Sasha. I get hurt in my sleep. Harvey talks to some person. Blythe goes missing out of thin air, and you open doorways.
You're right. Right. None of it makes sense.
I am clearly the most normal of all of us. But I'm also not there.
So we're in the little bunker section. It's set up for a nuclear fallout. There's water bottles and food, and there's a couple of handguns. There's a couple rifles. There's knives. There's more ammo.
Yeah, Sasha's laying stuff out, lining up ammo, filling pockets, filling magazines. Again, you're not alone, okay? Even if you don't have anybody else, you have me. And I know that I'm not fucking perfect. All right? I know. But I'm better with you being around.
I didn't mean to get mad at you last night.
I know.
I just, my dad I thought was pretty great. And my mom was pretty great. I thought we were this all-American family. And then turns out they're also evil government scientist, whatever. And I kind of thought maybe you would be a little bit better, but I guess people just suck. And that's the reality of it.
It's true. Life sucks. Get a fucking helmet.
All right. You think Harvey even knows how to use a gun?
You know the answer to that question. Come on. Come on.
I was kind of hoping
the answer to that question. That marshmallow doesn't know how to fucking hold a fork and knife, let alone fire a gun. Jesus.
So is it safe to give him this?
Fucking love
you think?
It. What choice do we have?
All right. Fair point. What about Dr. Woodstock? Do you think he can handle at least a handgun?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That guy knows how to shoot a gun. He might act like whatever, but I guarantee you that guy knows how to shoot a gun. Just look at his eyes.
He is a creepy old dude.
Oh, he's evil as fuck.
All right.
What is Dr. Kennedy? How far does your snooping go?
I mean,
Like,
you gotta dig through a lot of stuff.
I was about to say, do you think I would have one of those disposable cameras?
Oh my gosh.
I
Just
totally think
taking pictures of
totally makes sense that you have one of those little fucking click clack spy cameras.
Well,
Little fucking CIA
Cool.
spy
Okay.
cameras.
let's paint the scene.
Microfilm.
Harvey is probably going through and organizing. So you could be with Harvey pretending to clean up, but really as he organizes things into piles, you're like,
Use that genius, baby.
Sorry, you just sank his teeth into my arm. So I had to mute myself for a little bit.
So sweet. Look at him. He just loves you so much. Here, Dad, put my tail in your mouth.
Dear Lord.
Here's my butthole.
Cats are the worst.
No.
So
they're
I'm sorry. I need you to repeat what you just said.
How
Okay.
far? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, paint the scene, all right? Harvey's like organizing stuff, so he probably gets some of her like papers and he's just putting them in nice piles so she can go through them later. And then the doctor's just like next to him, like pretending to help. He's really just like looking at them while they're in these little neat, informative stacks.
Yes, I'm looking for anything that pertains to any of their experimentation, which I doubt is very much, since Joel really didn't know a whole hell of a lot about what her parents were doing.
No.
So once I see that there's not a lot of information about that, I'll just sort of see if I can piece together anything with knowledge that I might have that might fill in gaps that she's found in her wall map.
I think at this point, Sasha and I are coming out of the basement, and we come around the corner, and we see Harvey touching things. Harvey, the fuck are you doing?
I'm helping you with your organization here. It's kind of like crazy. I haven't touched your wall map. I haven't I'm not messing with anything on your table.
Just don't clean any spider webs, okay? Leave them, especially if there's a spider in it, okay? Just don't fucking touch anything, please. Sorry, I don't mean to be a dick.
He's just trying to help.
I'm not used to people being in my space and you're in my space.
Okay.
This is not it's my house, but it's not my house, and it's just not a good mental health space.
Okay. Yeah.
And don't touch the spider webs.
I won't touch any more spider webs.
Thank you. And Ernie, what you figure anything out? Are you piecing something together?
It's difficult to say. You've done a lot of groundwork on this. You're missing some key pieces, and I've probably forgotten more than most people learn in their entire lives, so that's about where I am right now.
Weird flex, but
okay.
You've met people, Sasha. You know it's true.
It's true. Very true.
Okay. I'm at least going to go change my clothes. Can you guys just...
Sasha's going to light a joint.
Yep, perfectly fine. There's an ashtray.
He's going to hand it to Joel.
So she's going to take that and walk upstairs with it.
Does anybody else do anything else? No.
Can you make any sense of this, Doc?
Can I, Curtis?
I've read about it somewhere.
Yeah, if we were in another dimension, it would apply.
Yeah. You recognize you recognize a lot of names, many of them from the past, but you can start to see that she's got trails, linking groups to groups. You can tell that she's sussed out information. If you were to jot down some notes, you might possibly think of a connection at some point in time. But right now, it looks just exactly as you said. That okay, so it seems to be she's on the right trail or has asked the right people. You can go, oh yeah. Oh, she talked to those guys. Okay, cool. Haven't seen them in a while. So you've got a little bit of nostalgia, and then being a relatively intelligent person, you can see that she's doing legwork, has done a lot of legwork to try to suss out information, but doesn't have a whole lot about it. It's all real stuff. She doesn't have a whole lot of information about anything on the other side, and nothing scientific. There's no information about what her parents were doing. No science stuff. Just all connective stuff. Dealings.
Most of it is surface level. This side of the veil type things, actions taken by certain parties. If you were to, I suppose, use a madman's logic, you could probably connect these easily, but there's very little hard evidence.
So here's a weird thing. She told me that she was at Blythe's because someone had tipped her off that there was information there.
Well, I suspect there is. It's a temple and a doorway across the veil.
But they specifically named the doctor.
Well, you said that while you were perceiving the other side, he did not look human. I'm sure he's a denizen of that other plane.
As a rival of yours, as someone seeking, is he like your mirror image? Is he, you know what I mean? Was he trying to suss out information about our side? I don't understand. I don't get any of it, man. I'm just throwing shit out there.
From an academic standpoint, we wrote our actual papers, the published ones for the layperson. We wrote about similar subjects. We did similar research. But, I mean, ultimately, he was a plastic surgeon by trade. We had very little in common. It was perhaps less of a professional rivalry, even as a personal one. I didn't care for him as even a personal level. Now it makes sense why.
And the rivalry also kind of stemmed a little bit, Ernest, because you suspected he was involved in more than he let on.
Joel's parents, for instance, I met them through government contract work. While I didn't care for the extent to which their research caused them to leer towards violence, or lean into violence, rather, I should say.
Do you think that the doctor had something to do with Joel's parents?
It is possible, of course. I mean, there's no evidence to suggest so or otherwise. I mean, given time, if I were to explore every anchor of this web, I might be able to determine the actual course of events, but I mean, even with this much evidence, I doubt it. Not without something solid.
Okay. I mean, I'm just grasping at strings, man.
We all are.
I don't know shit. Tired of not knowing shit.
Well, imagine how I feel.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, Joel is coming back downstairs. She's got a fresh set of clothes on. The joint is gone completely. And she stands kind of in front of you guys. She looks really nervous and she's like rubbing her tattoo sleeve really hard. So I guess we have to have a quick lesson on how to use guns. So no one gets shot in the back.
It's probably a good idea.
She's kind of looking more at Harvey than she is the doctor.
I'm okay. No, we can just go. I don't need a gun. I got this knife. And in that instant, he realizes he left the knife in the creature back in the cube room. So I don't have the knife, but I'm fine. I got superpowers, baby.
No, you need a gun.
I'd rather not.
I'd rather you did.
I'm
not saying you have to use it, but I'd rather you have the option to use it.
Okay. I mean, it's got to be just like the movies, right? You just pull the trigger. I don't think we need to waste time on a lesson.
It's not exactly like that.
You just go like pow pow.
Yeah, no, that is exactly how you don't do it.
I don't want to get shot.
Guns make me nervous. I'm gonna come right out with it. I don't like them.
Good.
I'll take another knife.
I'm glad that guns make me nervous. Guns make me nervous.
You got a fucking fork or something? I don't.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
I'll take the smallest one. That's it.
I'll carry it until I'm sure that you're gonna need it. Okay? Give me the gun, Joel. Okay. Give me the gun.
She hands one of the guns.
And I have the gun in my hand, and then I put my hand out right to Harvey. Now I'm pretty sure you need it. Take it. Harvey,
they're not something to be afraid of. They're something to be respected. And if you don't respect the weapon, it will hurt you and eat you. I'm trying to sound like my dad, and it's not really working out, okay? He had a very...
feel like guns haven't been very effective so far.
No, but it's better than nothing. And with Blythe gone in the wind, we don't have someone to just sweet talk a monster out of our way.
Okay, fine. He very gingerly takes it, like with both of his hands, holding it like it's a holy communion or something.
Pretty boy, it's got a safety on it. You're gonna be okay. It won't just fire.
Is it on? Is the gun on?
Of course, you never hand somebody a gun unless it doesn't have safety on.
How do I do to turn that?
Again, why you need the lesson, okay?
I feel like I don't need the lesson because I don't need a gun. But you know what? I'm just gonna tuck that away.
Joel walks over to you and pulls out her own.
Just tell me,
Harvey, take a deep breath, please. Dear God, before I have a panic attack. Okay, she holds out her gun, hers that's on her. It's been reloaded. And she drops the clip out of it. Okay, this is not a loaded gun, Harvey. When you put the clip in it, it's a loaded weapon. But you have to slide this switch. And she's like very carefully walking you through how the whole loading process, switching on and off, how to pull the hammer back on it. And then she kind of like lets you play with an unloaded one for a second as she pulls out another handgun and just kind of holds it out to Dr. Woodstock in the corner there.
Joel, where did you learn this?
My dad was a military man, and he thought if something were to happen, we should all know how to use them.
So that's where you got, and he kind of like stabs his thumb back at the bag of weapons. What kind of military man?
Well, I know he served in Vietnam. I know that he was pretty decorated. And I know that he did really bad shit to people. And I know that now bad shit happens to me. So here we are.
All right. So,
and with me a little bit out of commission, I'm going to need the extra help. I don't like saying that, but I'm going to need the extra help.
Yeah, of course, you know you're not alone. You got me. Okay, so you. Sure, and he clumsily but accurately reloads it and tries his best. He's a fast learner, though. Kind of comes with his first situation there.
Yeah. All right.
Watson,
Can you fire the guns down in the bunker, or is that not a part of what you can do downstairs?
I mean, technically you could if you wanted to. It's a bunker. No one's going to hear it.
No, I don't mean that. I mean that is it set up for that?
Like a shooting range?
Sure.
Oh, I'm just...
Sure, we'll throw that in there. It's probably a good idea. I hadn't really thought out the bunker too much part yet, but yeah, we can do that. There probably would be, knowing the way her dad is.
hearing protection.
Mm-hmm.
It is an enclosed space. Have lots of hearing protection.
Yes.
Miss Watson, you don't happen to have medical supplies down here as well, do you?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them downstairs.
Well, while I have access to them, I might as well take a look at you more closely. Perhaps I'll be able to stem the tide of internal bleeding, if that's what it is.
Well, make it sound like a cheery day in the park.
Sasha, would you show Harvey to the shooting range while I take a look at
Yeah.
this one?
Wow, you hear shooting range? I hear waste of bullets.
Believe me, there's enough down there to last.
Yeah, trust me.
My dad was a little paranoid, I think.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah, me neither. So we're all going back downstairs into the bunker.
Yeah, Sasha goes back into the kitchen, pulls the table out, lifts the rug, you know what I mean? Does all that stuff so that Joel doesn't have to do it.
And then Joel there's like hearing protection. There's like little plugs. There's also like the big headphones that are like by the shooting range portion.
Yeah, I take Harvey over there while Joel and Ernie go find them.
We got the med kits in the corner.
I'm fitting Harvey, I'm like, okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me? No?
I don't know what you're saying. I mean, it's not like we're going to get like big old earphones when we're out there shooting shit, but
And I lift one of them off the side of her ear and I'm like, stop talking shit. And I'd let it go and make it snap her back in the face. Make it snap him back in the face.
So while I have access to first aid stuff, I would like to roll battlefield medicine to make sure that Joel is in tip-top shape.
Oh.
Right. Go ahead and make that roll.
That's not bad.
Please tell me.
13.
Ah.
You may choose one option. However, you must also choose a complication.
Oh God.
Stabilize the wound.
You're cured, but you have cancer. Too much smoking.
But you're still internally bleeding.
Now, let's see. The complication are, cosmetic scars or defects.
Well, scars are fine. Already got plenty
Lingering
of those.
side effects.
The problem with cosmetic scars is that it's also a -2 stability loss.
Yeah, it does do that.
Ooh,
That's a bad one.
that's hefty.
No.
The other one is lingering side effects, -1 to all rolls the wound could feasibly affect until it's fully healed.
That's
Which-
probably the best choice for this one.
Probably, yeah. But
Unless you want to knock her out.
Oh God.
Don't put it past him.
Yeah.
Oh God.
The third complication is the patient remains knocked out until the GM determines that they awaken.
Oh man.
But you can stabilize the wound.
and I'll do careful
Okay.
as far as my actual option for it.
The wound stabilizes and will heal much faster than normal, which is good. Where are you at on stability?
Yep.
Oh, you were already back up there. Okay.
So does that mean I have one still? I'm still one injured.
You are, yeah, you're still gonna have one, but your insides are feeling better.
Oh,
Much
thank
better
you.
than you expected after a period of time. You really didn't have any external injuries other than bruising, so
No. I got thrown from a cliff. That sucks.
so you have some moments on the gun range. You get a little healing done. How many guns did you guys grab up?
I reloaded all of mine. So I'm back up to full.
You're muted.
I reloaded mine and I grabbed an extra. I grabbed a better pistol.
So we giving them handguns, shotguns.
I assume that's what she's got is handguns.
Yeah, handguns.
All right.
So we can conceal carry.
Just curious. So for the time being, you both have a handgun, Dr. Kennedy and Mr. Winston.
Neat.
Yeehaw.
Please don't shoot anybody that's not trying to kill us.
Any other last minute business that you want to take care of at the house? I'm assuming your plan is to go then directly to Trump Tower.
I think we should go outside of Trump Tower. I don't think we should go in yet.
Well, I know, but I mean, you're going to.
Yeah.
That's the
To the
next
tower.
destination.
Am I going to try to get us there?
I assumed you were driving.
I say
Yeah.
there's
let's
the
try.
car.
You got any money?
Yeah.
Okay. Just in case.
I mean, if we need and he kind of opens the glove box and he's probably got some bills just thrown in there, and he sorts through them. I mean, I got whatever the amount this is. I can go by an ATM. Do we need money? Like,
Were you
cash?
planning on going to a strip club by chance?
What I do in my private business is my own private business. Young lady. Maybe let me call JoJo and I'll tell you more about my private life.
We're not there yet.
Boo-boo.
Keep trying.
How much would you say, DM, that he has in his little glove box?
Money?
Yeah,
Yeah,
If
you
you
got
wanna-
$1,000 in there
nice.
that you've just tossed in. That's in between envelopes and stuff. Like you pull out a couple hundred, and then there's some paperwork, and then, there's a couple more $100 underneath that paperwork, and then there's another piece of paperwork, and then there's more money under that. So it's all just kind of, like you get this money, and you just toss it in your glove box, and then you pile more stuff in your glove box.
You're a
It's a-
fucking mess.
It's a mess.
Hey, I'm generally pretty clean. I just don't get in my car a lot.
Oh, but yeah, I'm not allowed to have papers thrown everywhere, but you can have money thrown everywhere.
Okay, are we complaining about the fact that I have $1,000 right here? Because I mean, I can just keep it all to myself.
Just give me the money.
Are we buying more weed?
No. This is hard.
No. Give me the money.
He gives you $200. What are you tell me, Sasha?
I don't know just yet what I'm going to need it for.
Are we gonna try and?
I've given you a lot of drug money before, dude. I don't.
This isn't for drugs. I promise you, this is not for drugs. If you want, fuck it. I'll leave all my drugs in your car. I'll sell you all my drugs for $1,000. Give me the fucking money.
Fine. I got my credit card.
Harvey,
I'm giving it to you. I'm giving it to you.
You're gonna have a real easy time walking in that front door. You know who's not gonna have a real easy time walking in that front door?
Oh shit! Yeah.
Give me the fucking money.
What do we really think it's a great idea to just go waltzing in the front door?
I don't care about money. Fine, take it.
Thank you.
Giving you shit.
We should probably not go through the front door. I think that's probably a really bad idea.
You know, let's focus on
You're gonna climb up the side there, King Kong. What are you gonna do?
I can find a parking garage around, and they're probably having this argument while they're driving.
Well, if there's a fire escape or something, I could probably climb up. We could take a look at it before we just go waltzing in the front door.
You think that an 80-story building, glass building, have you not seen this fucking monstrosity? Have you not seen how dumb this fucking building is? It's so stupid. Big, huge gold letters. This guy he must sit up at the top reading his own name in gold, just stroking his own cock while he reads his fucking name. This place is so gross. It's ridiculous.
Described it was gross, but no, I haven't seen it. I've been a little busy.
Well, it fucking sucks. Okay, it's. I mean, you know what I mean. You look at the majesty of the Empire State Building. It's this, and this fucking guy puts up this monstrosity. It's disgusting, and I fucking hate it. And
kind of like the pyramid design a little bit.
Harvey, I think I would stop talking.
I have an idea there.
So I got a couple questions. You turn the radio on when you get in the car?
Probably just like very, like music, just very low.
Yeah.
Little K-Rock.
K-Rock.
Got some Howard Stern.
Yeah.
Like classical.
Classical music?
Probably had like something with violins, and I'm sure Sasha changed it.
Oh.
Yeah, I immediately changed it to K-Rock because I want to listen to Howard Stern.
So, all right. And then you start heading down. You guys are headed straight to Trump Tower.
Yeah.
I want to go to Bly's house, but
I think that's...
Yeah, I think we should stay as far away from that place as humanly possible.
I'm not opposed to it. Joel would like to go.
Walk right back into the Butcher's Temple. You go for it.
We should go in the upstairs. It seems safe.
When you are on the road and Sasha leans up to flip that radio station because he's like, this is some shit. And when you do, Sasha, unfortunately, it's not Howard Stern that's on. It's that loud metal music that you'd heard in the cab with the cabbie once before. And you hear that coming through the radio, and it's about that time that you also hear on the radio, "Hey, Doc, are you in there?"
Trying to turn the radio off.
The radio does not go off. And at that time, you feel a slam as the whole car lurches forward, and you have taken a hit in the back bumper on the street as you're driving. And if you look in your rearview mirror, you see this crazy, long-haired, messed up face guy, cab driver, driving a cab, and he has smashed it into the back of your car.
Go!
Oh yeah, he books it.
I'm trying to get away, Doc.
I'm sorry, what the fuck is going on?
You don't want to know.
Doc, what the fuck did you do to this guy? Harvey just like screams as he's veering around a corner.
He's right on you.
Nothing really.
On. Yeah, he's going. He's trying.
You listening to me, Doc? Are you in there, Doc? I can hear you. I can smell ya.
Ernie, do you have something to tell the class?
Definitely not.
He slams into the car again.
Okay.
So this second slam and this voice, I mean, because we had such a traumatic experience last time getting thrown out of the car. Sasha, you know what I mean? Like it triggers something in Sasha's brain. And I want to use contagious insanity.
Oh,
Make me a
God.
roll plus soul. $17.
Yes.
Choose two options.
So first option, so the car behind us, I want to call for the creatures of madness to haunt the infected. So there are these kind of spiraling smoke tendrils of sorts, and they kind of have these ghost-like faces that appear in them that envelop the cab of the cab.
I got you.
Yeah, behind us, and if nothing else, I'm trying to at least distract whatever this thing is, so that we have the ability to get away. I don't know how I would use a second option with that.
That's all right. That's going to work out pretty well for you, I think, because it does the trick. You can, if you're watching out the rear view or looking out the window behind you, you can see those smoke monsters, for lack of a better word, pop up, and he's you can actually hear him over the radio, and he's Doc, what the hell you doing, man? Oh my God. And the car starts swerving. Oh, and he's like doing that thing, and then all of a sudden he veers off and spins down and takes a side street, and you don't see the cab behind you anymore.
I think I'm gonna puke.
What just happened?
Go, just fucking go.
I
And then
haven't
you hear-
stopped.
Car anymore. I don't
And
want to be
then
in the
Howard
car
Stern comes on the radio.
Ernie,
Fucking car. My car.
Ernie,
Oh, Rhonda. Oh,
You name your car Rhonda.
yes, I
He
did.
doesn't even care.
Doc, what the fuck?
An old patient pulled through the veil, didn't come back, or so I thought.
Can we just add it to the list of people to off and move on, please? I'm gonna throw up.
I mean, we're loaded up with guns now. I assumed one of you would shoot him.
Well, I don't normally just shoot my gun out of the back of a moving vehicle. This
Appreciated.
isn't fucking Rambo. Wait, do we have to ride? Can we get out? I don't want to be in the car anymore. I'm over it. My
Seriously,
body hurts enough.
You really think we're going to be able to walk all the way?
I don't want to be in the
We're going to be able
car.
to walk all the way? And
Or
I'm
can we at least pull
and I'm
over
sure
so I
as hell
can
not-
puke?
I'm sure as hell not trying to hail a cab.
I'll
Well,
never get you guys in a cab again.
Less than ideal, yes.
I walk everywhere. It's great for your heart. Maybe great for your lungs. Somebody up there.
Joel, look under the front seat. I think there's like an empty Gucci bag or something. You can throw up in that. We're not stopping.
A Gucci bag?
Yes.
Really?
You know, I don't have time to explain everything I do in my own private time.
You're just a lot different now, pretty boy, and I'm trying to get used to it. It's very difficult. And she's grabbing the Gucci bag, and she's just gonna put her head in it.
You caught me at a rough point.
He's still the same guy. He's got a cuter nose.
Aw, thanks, dude.
She's pulling up her curls, and she's like,
It doesn't really take you that much longer to get there. For some reason, the traffic seems incredibly light this afternoon, all things considered. And when you get to the block where Trump Tower is, there are no cars on the block at all. You turn onto the street, and it's like a ghost land. It's dead, which is unusual for this part of town at this time of day.
Yeah, that doesn't sit right with me. That doesn't sit right with me at all.
yeah, Joel's freaked out. She'd like to get out of the vehicle and run to the grass.
Well, and the last time we arrived at a place and it wasn't quite like it was the last time we were there, we ended up in the temple.
I'm assuming something similar is going to happen.
Yeah, Sasha wants to try to see through the illusion.
Okay.
And Harvey,
do you have a question? Because I saw your roll observe a situation.
Yeah, I did. I'm trying to look for the questions. There it is.
Okay. And then Sasha sees through the illusion. Excuse me while I whip this out. Oh, wait. See through the illusion. That's a player move.
Yeah.
I was looking at your character sheet going, where the fuck is
No,
it?
10 to 14, you choose something senses me or the illusion tears around me.
Oh, great.
What is being hidden from me?
I'm guessing you're getting ready to find out.
I used my only bound ability on talking to the lady, so I can't. Because one of those abilities is to see the true form of a location. I can't do
Right.
that.
What is being hidden from you?
Yes.
And that was your question. And what was you got? I
got a 13.
A 13. So you get to find out something too.
You get to choose. Either something senses me or the illusion tears around me.
Oh, right.
Oof.
Consider yourself sensed.
Love that.
Harvey, what is being hidden from you is really not much. You when you guys turned onto this street, you are breaking through the veil. Things are starting to change. You notice it immediately just by the lack of traffic. And when I say lack, I mean there is none. There are no cars. There's no pedestrians. There's paper and tumbleweeds blowing across the street.
Are there any animals?
Not really tumbleweeds, but it's that sort of, it's that feel.
If there are animals, they're gonna be like the demi-dogs from Stranger Things.
Oh my god.
Do you want to look for an animal, Joel?
I would like to see if there's a stray cat or a squirrel or something
Just
Something alive.
Just to keep with the trend around here, as you guys are starting to pull up close to the Trump Tower, you notice that there is a little squirrel hanging out near a tree or a bush or something close by.
Okay, Joel's gonna walk over to it, but she's like nervously looking at everybody behind her, like hoping they don't follow her.
I don't even think anybody's gotten out of the car yet.
Right.
Okay. Can we bail
we
out of the car?
parked somewhere safe and we'll get out.
You could literally
So-
pull right up in front of the tower if you wanted to.
He's a little paranoid, so he
Okay.
kind of parks it somewhere hidden, more hidden than that,
Okay.
like an alleyway or something. But close, definitely
Right.
close in case they have to split.
So yeah,
So-
as you guys pull over and get out, that's when, Joel, you're going to notice your squirrel. And Dr. Ernest, you had a question?
Well, yeah, I rolled 14 for the enhanced awareness.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that's his new thing. I haven't put it on the front page yet. Hang on.
I get some basic impressions regarding the location.
Yeah.
On a success, I have visions about the place and may be able to speak to entities tied to it.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's
Oh.
cool.
Also terrifying.
Mostly cool.
So your basic impressions are that it's really, I mean, it's difficult to explain because everybody kind of noticed that everything was funky as soon as you pulled up. You sense that when you are, if you were to walk through the front door of Trump Tower, it's probably not going to look on the inside as you expect it. Does that work to answer that question? You already know. I mean, all of you already know that shit's going wrong just because of the whole traffic thing. Now, however, you don't see any tears. You don't see any people. It doesn't look like anything is out of the ordinary other than the traffic. But you all get different glimpses. And Dr. Kennedy, your strong sensation is that you're walking into it just like you were at the temple. That when you go through that front door, it's not going to be it's not going to be the glitz and gold of the Trump Tower lobby.
Miss Watson, we grabbed flashlights, right? The bag.
Sasha. She's like bending down to talk to the squirrel. She does not want the attention on her right now.
You guys forgot the flashlights.
Yeah, we did. That's why she was directing it to Sasha. Will not be the bearer of bad news.
Wow.
I'm not the prepper, okay? I'm not the prepper. That's you. I have a skateboard. I got a bag of weed. I got some PCP. I got some Valium. I got a little bit of Coke. Oh, I got a little bit of Coke. Shit. Fuck yeah.
No, I didn't pack fucking flashlights. I wasn't thinking about flashlights. I was thinking about safety.
No, but that
Yes,
reminds me.
flashlights would be safe. You saw how dark it was when we were in the temple. I can't imagine this place will be much better.
Sasha, I need you to roll for your addiction to see if you
Uh-huh.
just decide to go ahead and break that Coke out.
Oh no, I broke that Coke out.
Let's just see how bad the
There
urge
was
is.
no roll.
Well, no, he's making me roll my disadvantage.
I'm hoping for a 14 or less.
What do I roll for that? It's just a 0.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Ooh.
9.
Sweet.
That was not better than a 9.
Cool. Then that's good. Oh, I needed some
Cool.
hold.
He needed some hold.
Yeah.
The moves is what he needed.
You don't need moves, Curtis. Only good things should
Oh
happen.
my god. Okay, can I talk to the squirrel now?
Yes.
I'd like
Sorry.
to bend down and talk to the squirrel for just a second.
Yes. Do you need to roll? Hang on a second. Let me pull up your
To
thing.
talk to them, I don't. If I want to control them, I do.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So go ahead and talk
Which
to your
I'll
squirrel.
get to that.
Kinda.
Cool.
Hey, little buddy. You seem to be about the only living thing in this area. And she's talking very differently to this squirrel than she would to anybody else. She's very kind and very gentle.
Right.
Do you got any idea what's going on here? Anything strange happening?
It's all fucked up, man.
Okay.
Sorry, I just had to do that.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. It's a little funny. Okay. Have you
Everybody's gone. There's no goddamn nuts.
Okay, I know you're very concerned about the nuts. Have you by chance seen anybody strange around here? Or maybe even a little girl? Well, she's not really that little, but she's small. Fucking hate squirrels.
No, everything around here seems normal.
Yeah, I'm sure to you it would. All right, you're gonna be my little buddy now because I'm gonna need to use you.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna have to roll for animal.
Yes.
Here.
I'm not gonna do that chipmunk voice all night, so
Please don't. It's really bad.
it hurts my throat.
No, please do. Please.
Okay, I'm still injured, so I have to give it a -1.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh wait.
Here we-
Oh yeah, from the injury. Yeah, your first -1 you got at the end of the scene, so that's cool. But yeah, you do take a negative on the for the injury. Oh, 16. That's
Alright.
nice.
Heck
Okay.
yeah.
So I get to choose.
Yeah,
or
you
what
get
was it?
you get all three. You can use
Sweet.
1 now and 2 for later.
Okay, so I'm going to have the animal follow us for now.
Okay.
He's gonna just follow on the ground. I'm not picking him up. He's not living in my beard.
Ah,
Sorry.
I was going there.
He's gonna follow us.
It's been a TTRP trend lately, this squirrel thing.
Squirrel companions.
Yeah.
It's
And then-
the same squirrel.
She's gonna stand up and she's gonna kind of look behind her pretty nervously. All right, what are we doing, guys?
Yeah, you just saw her lean down and whisper to this squirrel, and so like the squirrel just hopped out on the sidewalk with you guys, and
Harvey's totally just staring at her, and he's just smiling.
Sasha pulls the money out of his pocket, hands it back to Harvey, walks in the front door.
Wait, don't go on the front door.
What? I always lead the fucking way. Let's go.
I think we're okay in the front door on this one, little squirrel whisperer.
No, we're not. But what choice do we have?
the squirrel.
Okay,
whisperer.
don't tease me about the fucking squirrel thing. We can talk about it later. Sasha, just open the door. Don't walk in.
Sure thing.
So if he opens the door, I'm sending the squirrel in first.
Oh, it's not. I think Trump Towers has got the great big revolving entry
Does
doors.
it? I haven't looked at Trump Towers. Probably pull that up.
Somebody gonna look it up. I thought Harvey already did because she's mentioned the pyramid style.
Yeah,
I
I
looked it
did.
up.
I
I looked
haven't
it up
pulled up
once
an
to see if
example.
it fit in the time frame, and it did. It's only like 7 years old. It's brand new. Trump's still kind of young, and
Oh, yeah.
I think he was getting into football about this time.
Yeah, this is art of the deal,
Yeah,
lifestyles of the rich and famous. You know what I mean? This is this is him really taking off.
yeah. This is when he should have been shot.
Oh my god.
Harvey kind of leans towards Ernie. Hey, wild question. Do you think that Trump is Malkuth?
Perhaps in his own mind.
I mean, literally.
No.
Is there any symbolism that we can see that relates to the tower and the box?
Not from the outside.
Is the revolving door, is it open? Does it move?
Yes.
Sasha goes in.
No, spin it first. Let me send in the stupid damn squirrel.
Sasha goes in.
Ah.
Harvey then.
All right. Joel's falling behind, but the squirrel's also coming with us.
Is everybody walking in? You going in too, Dr. Kennedy?
I'd rather not, but yes, I am.
Along for the research.
Got that tape recorder.
Mm-hmm. Tape recorder in one hand, handgun in the other.
So, as you go through the entry into the front lobby of Trump Tower, it is not the dark colors and the gold trim that you expect. It is bleak and gray and completely constructed out of stone, much like you saw at Blythe's house, that the temple kind of shifted in and out there, but here it is solid. There's no string of elevator doors along the side, just flat, smooth wall. And opposite the entryway from where you just came in is a very wide set of stairs that go up to a landing that then peels off. So it basically goes up to a wall, and then you can't see where the halls go off behind it. So all you see is just this big set of steps that go up into the darkness. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Dang it.
What was your question, Harvey?
I wish
Ernie?
I had flashlights.
Oh, flashlights, yes.
Got those.
Nope, it's already after 10. So I'm going to stop it there. As you are looking up the stairs, inside the front door of Trump Tower.
Good stuff.
Mm.
We have a squirrel
It
friend.
was kind of a downtime episode in a way. But yeah, it kind of, I don't know. I felt bad that we didn't do a whole lot. Luckily, Ernie's medical experiment got to show up.
I
a
was
lot of
really
good-
hoping you'd forget
There's a-
about that, Sig.
lot-
I almost did.
It was a lore episode. We did a lot of lore today.
Yeah, we learned
Yeah.
a lot about Joel. She finally was able to step up and talk a bit.
Did anybody get some hooks knocked
I got
out?
both my
Yeah.
hooks in like the first 10 minutes.
I
Nice.
didn't get one of them.
Aw.
Oh.
I don't
got-
know how.
I got one, and I left one sitting right on the table and just totally forgot about it. But that's okay.
Those
When
things
I had Ernie in Joel's apartment, it was just me and him, and I could have, and I didn't. And then
Yeah.
And I was
the scene
even
over,
thinking,
and then I was like, oh shit, what did I? Damn it!
I was even thinking that one of your hooks had something to do with me, but I couldn't.
Well, and it had to do with you and Joel's parents. So what better place for me to do it than when you?
In my house.
Oh, dang.
We'll rest on that. We totally had that conversation.
All right, let's back all the way up. We'll go back to Joel's house.
We'll remember the flashlights this time.
Yes,
minutes.
please.
I need 5 minutes.
Oh, shoot.
I love it.
Wait,
I love it.
You know you can time travel. Just do that.
Yeah.
And time travel to when we get
Yeah,
when we get flashlights.
I'm gonna go back an hour,
Complete a dramatic hook.
complete a dramatic hook, get my experience point, and
Give us some flashlights.
And then I'll be,
there's still plenty of time for me to
and then I'll be back.
until the butcher
Outstanding.
starts showing up.
Yeah. Well, it was good that we got lost in the story a little bit and forgot our dramatic hooks. That's a win
Yeah.
for me.
It was good.
Awesome. Where's my notes? I don't know. Where are they? There they are. Wow. Thank you, players.
Wow.
my note says
Oh.
go around the table. So we're going to go around the table, get a quick reaction about tonight's episode, any plugs that you got, where your fans can find you, all that good stuff. And I think I started with Chris last week, so I'm going to start with Jaylee today.
Oh, My name's Jaylee. You can find me on Twitter at Johoy_matey. I very much love this game. I really love Harvey. I feel like he's a nice little lighthearted touch to the group because he's just so. I don't quite know how to explain him, but he's Harvey in his own way. I'm also going to be in the new KULT game that we're having, KULT Heartland, on Wednesdays at 1 Central.
Yep.
Yes, I should know that. I will take notes better. But yeah, really, oh God, you know I love this game so much, and I'm excited to jump into that one too.
Awesome.
It's gonna be so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go next door to Joel.
Hi, I'm Erica. You can find me on most social medias at EricaInMore97 because somebody stole my name. I'm also the community coordinator here at TCRP Theater. I make all of the lovely little announcement posts on our Facebook and Twitter page. So if you haven't followed those already, go ahead and go do that. You can see my horrible puns. I'm not going to say they're great, but you can check them out. I love this game. I sit around and think about it all day long, and then I bug Curtis about it all day long. And he probably wants me to go in the corner, but I won't. And I finally have a squirrel companion. So
How is it that all of my shows end up with a squirrel companion?
I did it just.
It's a theme now.
It really is. Although I have to say, the other show, they ended up getting a chipmunk. It wasn't a squirrel, but he went looking for a squirrel and got a chipmunk. So I guess that's the way it goes.
Like peepholes and being better than a 9.
Yeah.
I had to keep the family rolling.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so let's go up to Dr. Ernest Kennedy.
My name is Chris Stone Cipher. You can find me on Twitter at Chris Stone Cipher. Mew Jackman was sitting in as Dr. Ernest Kennedy earlier. You can find him on Instagram at The Greatest Meowman. I love this game so much, and I'm really excited to see what comes about with Heartland, because it's, from what I understand, in a very similar area to where I currently live, and...
Oh, it's not similar.
Oh, it's more than similar. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. And of course, all of the other amazing games that we have on this channel right now. We're doing some fun stuff. I love it.
Awesome. All right. That leaves Duke.
Hi, I'm Duke. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. It said my internet connection was unstable. Okay.
You froze for just a second, but you're all good now.
Yeah, my name's Duke. I am the creative director here at TTRP Theater. I am also the game master for Renaissance City, which is a Prowlers and Paragons actual play radio drama that we do here every other Tuesday. I'm super excited because tomorrow is the recording session for the entire superhero team. I didn't ever think that I was going to get that to happen because one of the guys lives in Jacksonville, Florida, and one guy lives in Tulsa, and another guy in Topeka. But we are all going to be in the same place at the same time and going to do some recording tomorrow. So I'm super stoked about that. Yeah. And yeah, it'll be a live table play for at least the first two, for at least the next 2 episodes of Renaissance City. So sweet. Super excited for that. Join us on our Discord. We are always looking for new players, new community members, new fans. You can find me on all social media at Invisible Duke. Yeah.
Sweet. Thank you, Duke. And yes, do join our Discord. It's a great place to be. I also want to thank Helmgast for this game that we all love so much. You can get started on KULT Divinity Lost all on your own if you go to kultdivinitylost.com. All one word, not the .com part, that's a separate word, but the KULT Divinity Lost part is all one word. And there they have all of the starter PDFs so that you can get started in the game, get the rules, some archetypes that you can choose from. I don't think it has all of the archetypes, but it has a handful. There's also free scenarios, modules basically, that you can choose from, and you can go there and get started today for free. Although I would recommend buying the book because it's beautiful. They've got some great art. Although some of it is quite disturbing, it's still great art.
It's worth it to throw down the money on this game. This game is that good.
Yes.
It really is that good.
It really is. Let's see. Tomorrow is Saturday, so that means TTRP Theater is going to bring you the gothic horror of Curse of Strahd at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, and that's going to be with our newest DM Lake. We've had one episode. I'm on that one as a player, my only player game, and it's a blast. Having fun on that one too. Adventure with Advantage will not be running tomorrow morning. Monday at noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern, we begin our newest series, The Spotlight. This will be a weekly summary of all of the fantastic stories that we have happening right here at TTRP Theater. Catch everybody up. We're going to highlight some of our characters, have an interview or two, take a peek in the world behind the screen with professional dungeon master Bethany Dillingham, and we'll also look into the growing trend of being a professional player. Wednesday at 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern, we present our first episode of KULT Divinity Lost, The Heartland. A new horror series by myself and Duke Walter, right up there, set in the rural Midwest United States. What could be scarier? So, like, follow, subscribe, click the bell, do all that good stuff. We've got Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. If you would like to help us continue doing what it is that we do, the best way is word of mouth and always be watching. We like those numbers. We like you chatting with us in Twitch, all that good stuff. If you want to get help, if you want to help in the build of what we're doing, visit our Patreon page. That's the best way to do that. You can help keep all of these people involved, all of these stories new and fresh, and even more exciting tales of the dice coming for just as little as $1 a month. I'd also like to give a big shout out to you, each of you, the ones who watch, the ones who help pay the bills, the ones who help create, and the ones who help perform, and all of you who support independent creative work. To you, we say thank you. And we also say good night, sweet dreams, and we love you.
Good night, sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams. Night, sweet dreams. We love you.
We miss